Yeah,
So
yeah. I mean, between her and Caitlin Clark and all the various players that are showing up and everything, I mean, they're taking the women's game to a completely different level. Now, I'll
absolutely.
also admit I'm just a peripheral person when it comes to basketball. You and I have talked about this before. Like, basketball is not my game. That's I have
Yeah,
enough sports I follow. Even for
I
someone who
get that.
used to live in Indiana, it just didn't quite rub off on me.
Oh
Might have
yeah.
been why it didn't
Wow.
rub off on me because
It's either one or the it's either other one or the other. You know.
you're either completely in or you're completely out in Indiana.
Exactly.
There's never the two in between.
Oh yeah, absolutely. What's going on, Nathan?
But
What's going on?
that's just the way kind of the way that it is
Mm,
I'm just not really big, but I think this is showing people like people that I didn't know before that are Iowa fans were like, you want to go out and watch the game, we're going to go
right.
watch the game
Right.
because it was a big deal, and I think it brought a lot of exposure, good and bad, to women's basketball. There's
Right.
some of the stuff that's been going on. I think if these were men, none of the stuff that had been talked about Caitlin Clark and some of the other ladies that are in the basketball would even be discussed.
Hmm.
I think
Hmm.
there's a lot of things they've said or done, and I'm not just talking about Caitlin. I don't know the other girls that have
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
There's been some things said in the media, and I saw it on on one of the media sites, one of the shows, basketball shows, and it was a woman, and she essentially said, "We would not be having these conversations if these were men saying these things in the press."
Hmm. It's very true. It's true. I mean, the whole backlash over the you can't see me things that Caitlin Clark had done, Angel Reese, then after the beating
Yeah,
her and kind of doing that to her, then got a lot of the backlash. Listen, at the end of the day, you're absolutely right, and what they were saying is absolutely right. If this was, we've seen guys,
we've seen worse
all that
from
stuff
men
in the
on.
Super Bowl. In the Super Bowl, Tyreek Hill, who would do the whole little bye bye and all that stuff. What
Yes.
happened to Carl Davis? Got the interception and did the whole thing to him at the end. Like,
Yeah.
this is what happens, and nobody
Yeah.
talks about that. Nobody gets
Yeah.
upset about that, but for the women, it's a little bit different. So, I love that we're getting this to the forefront, and
Mhm.
this is going to come. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, both of them are, going off to the WNBA and potentially making money, which is another story all in itself because they get paid far too little. And
Mhm.
uh,
Yeah.
we need to, yeah.